The company who make Wegovy or Ozempic predict that the average user will lose 5 to 10% of body weight if they use this popular weight loss drug properly. But how accurate is this in real life? How much weight are people actually losing in their homes? To answer this question, I did some digging and discovered some truly amazing weight loss numbers. I also discovered what might be a previously hidden side effect that could drive many people to stop using Ozempic immediately. So our first case is this lady here. Her starting weight was 116 kilograms. That's 256 pounds to American people watching, and to the British people watching, that's about 18 stones and 2 pounds. She's been on Ozempic for just 2 months, so a very short time. Her results, her weight loss after just 2 months really shocked me enough. So let's reveal what her final weight was after 2 months. And it is a staggering 94 kilograms. She's gone down from 116 kilograms to 94 kilograms, which is about 207 pounds. So let's try and work out the percentage weight loss. Remember, anything above 5% is really good. Anything above 10% is excellent, is very good. But this lady's percentage weight loss, it's an amazing 19% body weight loss in just 2 months. To be honest, I'm not sure how we're going to get better result than this, but let's carry on with the video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Jabril. I'm a pharmacist based in the UK, bringing you the latest breaking news in the world of health and well-being. Have you subscribed yet? Let's move on to case number 2. It'll be very difficult to beat case number 1, but let's have a go. So this lady is 90 kilograms, and that's 198 pounds for the American viewers, and 14 stones and 1 pound for the British viewers. Her final weight loss, first let's say she's been on Ozempic only for 3 weeks. Remember, case number 1 was on it for 2 months. This one has been on it only for 3 weeks. So much shorter period. Her final weight after just 3 weeks is 82 kilograms. 82.5 kilograms, which is 182 pounds. And that gives us a percentage weight loss of 8%. Here is something interesting I noticed. There are 2 types of people who are using Wegovy or Ozempic. People who have it at home, they do the thing themselves at home, and people who go to a clinic and have it there and get weighed there and everything happens in the clinic. I'm not really sure if this is to do with different countries having different rules. So if anybody knows the reason why some people have it at home and some people have it in a clinic, please let us know in the comments below. But let's crack on with case number 3. So this lady, her starting weight is 96.4 kilograms. That's 212.5 pounds. And in stones, that is 15 stones and 1 pound. And she's been on Ozempic for just 2 months. So what has been her percentage body weight loss in that time? 2 months is the same length of time as case number 1, so that's a good one to compare it with. And her percentage body weight loss is 13.6% body weight loss. So she's lost way more than the predicted best average, but she's not quite as good as case number 1. So let's move on to case number 4. This lady's starting weight was 105.6 kilograms. There's a typo here. She's not 105 pounds. She's 232 pounds, which is 16.6 stones in British metrics. Her finishing weight, unfortunately, I don't know how long she's been on Ozempic to achieve this weight loss. Her finishing weight was 90.17 kilograms, which is 198.8 pounds. And that gives us, remember, our best body weight loss percentage so far has been 19. This lady's body weight percentage loss is 14%, which is the second best we've seen so far, narrowly edging out, I think, case number 2. So remember, at the start of the video I said People who make Wegovy or Ozempic predict that most people will lose between 5 to 10% of body weight. Well, this research is based on people using Wegovy or Ozempic for 40 weeks, which is about 10 months. So this piece of information becomes very crucial later in the video. So just keep that in mind. So case number 5 is quite interesting because we don't actually know the starting weight and the finishing weight. So we're going to have to do some number crunching and maths to work out whether her progress is better than what we've seen so far, the same, or worse. So this lady has told us, the only information she gave us is that these results are from 5 weeks of her being on Ozempic, and she told us the amount of weight lost. Obviously she didn't tell us the percentage rate, that's up to us to calculate. She told us the amount of weight she lost, and after 5 weeks of being on Ozempic she lost 12 pounds. Now comparing her to the results we've seen so far is going to be a little bit tricky. We can compare her to the best result we've seen so far, case number 1, and case number 1 lost 48.5 pounds in 2 months. So this is a little bit over 1 month. So let's say this lady continues at this rate and loses another 12 pounds in another month. That's only going to be about 24 pounds in 2 months. It's going to be half the progress that we've seen in our best case number 1. So I would say this lady ranks maybe 3rd in what we've seen so far, or 4th. So not at the top, but not terrible either. So you'll notice that most people that we've featured so far are losing way more than the manufacturer's official figures of 5 to 10%. So the question is, what is going on? Why are these people losing such massive amounts of body weight, especially in the early weeks? And the answer is what led me to discover this hidden side effect that if most people hear, they will put Ozempic or Wegovy straight away in the trash. So moving on to case number 6. With this case we don't have the starting weight or the finishing weight either, but we do have some other information. So she's been on Wegovy for 2 weeks, and we do know the amount of weight she lost, and from that we can calculate her rate of weight loss compared to the high performance that the high performers that we've seen so far. So she reports she lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. So if you do the maths and you extrapolate that to 8 weeks, which is 2 months, she would lose, if she keeps the current pace, 40 pounds, and that's way over any result we've seen so far. The best one we've seen so far is case number 1, and this case would smash that straight away, because 40 pounds in 2 months is incredible. I don't think she'll keep that pace up, but at the moment I would say case number 6 is the leading performer so far. So let's move on to case number 6. Again, with this case we don't have the starting weight and the finishing weight, but we do know how long she's been on Wegovy, which is 1 week, only 1 week, and the amount of weight that she reports she lost is 4.7 pounds. So let's do the maths and assume that she will keep up the current rate of weight loss. In 2 months, I make it she is on course to lose 37.6 pounds of weight, which is incredible. In fact, that puts her in 2nd place behind case number 6. So what is going on here? Why are the last 2 cases bringing back such massive projected weight loss? So let's try and pull apart what's happening. People are losing way more than the manufacturer's official figures for Ozempic and Wegovy. We've seen 14%, we've seen 19%. So what is going on? So let's look at it from the manufacturer's point of view. I'm very sure this is what they will say. They will say that, hey, our experiments, where our data comes from, is based on 40 weeks. And over 40 weeks, there's going to be fluctuations. There's going to be an early period where you lose a lot of weight, and then things will stabilize, and then you might have some dips. So overall, things will average out to be 5 to 10% body weight loss for most people. And this is really fair. But I wondered if there's something else going on. So I looked at some data. Usually when there's a high amount of body weight lost, usually it tends to be either water loss or losing muscle mass, for example. There's one statement or one phrase in the manufacturer's notes, the scientific literature, that gave me a heads up that there might be something else going on. And the phrase is body weight. So notice they didn't say, most people will lose between 5 to 10% body fat. They said specifically body weight, because I think they don't know what is being lost. It could be water, it could be fat, it could be muscle. So I went back and looked at the data, and hey presto, there's recent evidence that shows Ozempic or Wegovy use is associated with muscle loss. So are these people who are posting these huge body weight percentage loss, are they actually losing water and muscle and not necessarily just fat? It's very, very possible. And if you are a user of either Wegovy or Ozempic, this is one thing you never want to hear, that you might be losing muscle mass, because muscle is really, really hard to build again, and muscle actually helps you burn more calories per pound. So this is my best analysis. It could change in the future depending on the data that comes out. But what are your experiences with Wegovy or Ozempic, or what concerns do you have if you are thinking about starting it? Let us know in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you later.